Well, New Zealand rugby fans, the time has come to find out where the playing future of Ben Smith lies. He joins me here for a nice wee picnic out on Forsyth Bar Stadium. Ben, we're going to do things a wee bit differently. If you're staying put, we're into a Jimmy Speights. If you're flying the coop, we're toasting champagne. So I'll let you do the honours.
Okay, let's just thanks for having me first of all, but I think I'll be taking the Speights, so cheers, eh?
Well, cheers to that, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, typical Speights tradition, we'll hit you with a question. Who scored the first try at the 2011 Rugby World Cup?
Tony Woodcock.
No.
Oh, the very first
one.
Yeah,
the very first one.
Is it Toyava?
No.
Israel Dag.
Israel Dag.
Okay,
There he is.
Good.
On a third go. Not too bad, we'll forgive him for that. Ben, I suppose the question on everyone's lips is, why stay?
It just worked really well for my family. We've got a good support network in New Zealand, so that was a big part of it really. So that's one part of it, and then I think I've still got a bit more footy in me, Lashes, so that's probably another part, is that I think I've got some good footy to play in the next few years.
Now, you said there about your family. Would I be right in saying that the deciding factors on one side are European and all their riches? Then you've got New Zealand footy, the All Blacks, the Highlanders. But right smack down in the middle of that, you've got Katie, Annabelle, a new one on the way. How big a factor is that?
Yeah.
Does the buck stop with them?
Yeah, it does really. Like, part of the reason we were thinking about going over is so we could spend more time as a family together, but in the end, you know, we got the best of both worlds. We get to have a bit of a break by staying and having a bit of family time, and also both our grandparents, they're pretty big on their grandkids, so having two, they'll be wanting to be involved with that, and yeah, I think, you know, it just works best for us, so that was a big part of it.
Yeah, you've got Super Rugby title, World Cup, you would have ticked off the Lions tour this year. You know, you would have been forgiven if you did fly the coop. So what was attracting you to stay in New Zealand rugby? Footy-wise, that is.
Yeah, I just want to, you know, get that feeling back, especially starting off with Highlanders. You know, you were part of it, Lashes. The Super Rugby was a massive highlight for me, and just that feeling that, like, it's hard to replace that feeling, and you know, you want to, you know, as a player, just want to get that back. And looking forward, I want to, you know, really make a push for the World Cup in 2019, and yeah, just want to try and keep playing consistently well and playing good footy. So that's something that's really, you know, something that I'm looking forward to and trying to achieve over the next few years.
What about footy-wise in New Zealand in terms of the Highlanders, the All Blacks, and of course Otago, and Green Island? We can't forget Green Island.
Yeah, the Grizzlies.
What the Grizzlies? Yeah, that's the one. What's so special about those teams? What makes it so difficult to leave?
I think it's the people. I think the people really make environments, and you know, I'm lucky that every team that I play for, there's great people involved. So yeah, I think every team does it a bit different. We know that with Highlanders, we probably do things a bit different, but every team has got their point of difference, and I think it's the people that make those environments so special that if I was to go overseas, I'd really miss that, and that was a big part of me wanting to stay.
It's been in the media for a while. At any stage, were you dead set going?
I think, you know, it's now looking back, I suppose the calendar year is quite a big one for rugby players, and you get to November and you think, you know, it's quite hard work at times. Yeah, like, we're living the dream, and it's a massive privilege to be playing rugby, but at the same time you start to miss your family near the end of the year, and yeah, it's really hard being away from home, but I think coming back, having a really good summer, and then looking forward to what's to come, I think that was a big part of things. And yeah, looking overseas, I think, you know, the opportunity probably to spend a bit more time with family was attractive, but I think I've managed to you know, get the best of both worlds, as I said before, and really looking forward to what's ahead in New Zealand rugby.
Now, obviously, very few of us get in the position to make a decision like this. So, how do you go about it? Is it sort of like you're out playing golf, or you're making tea and you're not thinking about it, but then all of a sudden it pops into the back of your head and you think, oh geez, I've got to make a decision here? A few sleepless nights, is it?
Yeah, it was. I think it was pretty tough, but then you know, I think a big one for me and Katie was that we were sitting in Wanaka and just, you know, looking out and thinking, you know, how good is New Zealand? How good is it to be able to do this in the morning, taking off, getting out on the mountain bike, going for an hour ride and coming back or whatever, and then getting out and doing a bit of boating, a couple of coffees, going for a bit of a jog or whatever, and then you know, just enjoying how Kiwis live, and that was probably, you know, when it started to really hit home how much I'd miss doing that every day.
And Bender, a couple of you good mates over in Poe, where you were rumoured to be going Conrad Smith and Colin Slade. Was there any contact with them?
Yeah, there was a wee bit of contact. I think, you know, they've obviously got a good setup over there. Simon Lennox seems like a really good coach, and I think they've got a really good environment. So they're starting to do big things in the French top league. So yeah, that was definitely an option. But yeah, obviously decided to stay. But yeah, Slade was definitely my end.
Yeah, I bet he was.
So it's good to see that they're really enjoying it over there. And yeah, you never know.
And what about going forward? Goals, black jersey, Landers jersey. I suppose you've got to repay Steve Chill and co back. He's probably remortgaged the house and whatnot.
Yeah.
What do you want to achieve going forward?
Yeah, I'm very lucky that they've signed me on for a few more years. But yeah, I just, like as I said before, for the Highlanders, I want us to really make a push this year to get back to, you know, what we achieved a couple of years ago. And you know, every team's going to be out there to win a Super Rugby title, and I want to do my part to make sure that the Highlanders are there when the players come around, and that we can really push for a spot in that final.
Well, Bender, put it there, Chief.
Yeah.
I look to having you around for a few more years yet. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Ben Smith, he ain't going nowhere.